Hi everyone, I'm Dorothy Day, and I'd like to welcome you today to Fresh Perspectives, where we like to focus on young business owners in our community and young businesses. Today we have a very special guest. Chirag Shah is actually from Marianna. It's very good to meet you. I know Chirag as Chris. He graduated with my daughter from Marianna High School, so we're very excited to have him. He is also a Chipola graduate. And it's always nice to have some of our own back and get to allow you a chance to know them a little bit better. Chirag, I know you have opened up a new business recently, and I know what it takes to open up a business, and I'm very proud of you for that. And what I'd like to do is start by letting everybody know a little bit about you and your history in our community. And like I told everybody, you graduated from Marianna High School, and what year did you graduate from Chipola?
I graduated from Chipola in 2009.
And you graduated with a business degree,
Yes, ma'am.
And then you went on to FSU, is that correct?
I did. I graduated from Florida State in the summer of 2012 with a bachelor's in marketing degree.
Okay. And that is what you're using, which is very nice to see also, because a lot of times I know people graduate and don't use the degrees they actually they obtain. When you were at Chipola, we were talking a little bit earlier, you had a lot of involvement in one of the clubs, and we were talking about how hard it is to start a business and what it takes sometimes to just put yourself out there. And there was a particular organization that you really felt helped you. Would you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, definitely. The organization Ms. Day is talking about is Phi Beta Lambda, Future Business Leaders of America. And I owe my biggest thanks to Ms. Milton and Adam Duran for showing me that organization. After graduating from high school, I was still very shy, very secluded myself, but since I got very active in that organization, my speaking grew. A lot of my internship and job opportunities came through that organization, and I will be completely honest, if it wasn't for that organization, I don't know where I would be today. I wouldn't be sitting here talking about my company.
I know I've seen you grow from somebody that was very shy, introverted, into a very astute young businessman, and it makes me very proud for you. And I know how much those type of organizations help me in my career, definitely. And I think you're like me, you've learned to enjoy the people part of your business, and I think that's a very important part of it. Why did you start a business? Chirag, what made you do
Definitely. I mean, coming back from working in several hotels, I have a huge hospitality background, working in several hotels from Wyndham Hotels to Starwood Properties. I was really enjoying it, but that is not exactly what I went to school for. So I have a huge passion for marketing. So I always had the idea of becoming an entrepreneur, just like my parents did when they came to America 25 years ago. They found a passion, they started a business around it, and they're successful because of it. And that's what I want to do. I want to follow in the steps of my parents and do the same, but with my passion. And that's what I tell everybody that I meet. If you have a passion for something, don't let someone say you can't do it. If you believe in yourself, anything's possible.
I totally agree. I totally agree. Well, you mentioned your parents. Tell us a little bit. I know your parents have businesses here in Marianna, and of course I know you, but tell everybody else, because I know that does help a lot to see your parents, what they've been through and how hard they work to achieve what they have.
Yeah, definitely. My parents came from India about 25 to 30 years ago. Started off as housekeepers, worked themselves up, saved money, make sure their 5 children had a great and successful future. And today they're managing a couple of hotels here in town, giving back to the community every time they can.
Yes, I know they do that, Chris, and I'm very proud to see you, and I know they're very proud of you also. Well, one thing that impressed me about you when we were talking about you coming on the show was the fact that you actually knew what a mission was. So that's when I knew you were a business student. If I didn't know you at all, I would have known you were a business student. Because one thing, of course, that we learn is how important your mission statements are and what your mission is for your business, your purpose, why you're doing it. What is your mission with your business?
Definitely. The mission of CPS 23 Marketing is to ensure our clients' business are successful at all times. We want to provide them with the #1 platform of marketing to make sure their business is open to every targeted client that they're after, And also, one of our other mission statements is we noticed that the number one thing for college students to have after graduation is work experience. And for some, that is very difficult. So within CPS 23 Marketing, we're making it a mission to give those college students work experience that can prepare themselves for the real world.
Sure, I think that is wonderful because, and that is so true. It's hard to apply for a job when you don't have that work experience. And also, right now, a lot of businesses are struggling economically. You know that, and I know that. And finding that best marketing track is essential to saving money, managing money, making your financials, you know, the best they can be. And a lot of older business owners could definitely take advantage of your services because we tend to get in a track and we're not taking advantage of Facebook and Instagram,
Definitely.
which is right now probably the largest social networking. And I think a lot of people think it's Facebook, but it's not. It's Instagram.
It's Instagram.
And do you work with all those platforms?
Yeah, definitely. We use Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Instagram. We do blogging services. We use Reddit, Upon, WordPress.
I think that's one, and even a lot of those things, you know, I'm very familiar with, but I know I don't even utilize them in my business, and I know the potential that's there. So, given that, what all services do you provide?
So going back, first of all, we do offer social media. Not only do we create those pages, but we also manage them, providing sufficient content that will attract people to engage on your Facebook page or Twitter page. We do paid search analysis or advertising, which is developing different ads on different search engines or Facebook. So the clients that you're attracting will actually see that and click on it to learn more about it. Also, we do brand reputation, which is we help you if it's a new business and you need help naming a product or the name of the company. We help you with that. We design logos. We also do website development. We do coding off of HTML5, and we make sure that you have a presence on the internet and make sure that website is search engine optimized. So make sure you're the first one that can be seen when somebody clicks on any service that you provide.
And that's a huge thing because right now probably more people go to Google to find a business than they do to the Yellow Pages, and a lot of people don't realize that. And having that presence on the internet and on those search engines is really a huge thing, especially to startup businesses. And building that reputation in a small community is probably even more important. So you're in Tallahassee now, from what I understand. And I know you probably have a huge network of people over there. And I know you're part of the Rotary Club, and you got to do something very special that I got to see your picture. Tell us about what you got to do.
So definitely, it was actually yesterday. I had the honor to meet the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Fulham Football Club in London. His name is Mr. Shahid Khan. And it was at the Rotary Ethics and Awards luncheon that I was invited to because of my involvement with the Tallahassee Rotaract Club. And it was a great, humbling experience because I had the opportunity to talk to him for literally about 15-20 minutes about my company, my background, and we also went about talking about how my company could help the small businesses of Jacksonville, because ultimately our target market is small businesses. We believe that they are the life and heart of any community, which makes it successful or unsuccessful. So we want to make sure those small businesses grow, which ultimately will make our community continue to flourish.
I am in complete agreement with you, Charlotte. The small businesses really are the ones that tend to give back to the community functions and help things to work, and definitely support the local civic organizations and stuff more so than the corporate ones. If somebody wanted to utilize your service, if I said, Charlotte, I need help, you know, my business isn't coming up on Google, how do they contact you? What's the best way?
So the best way to get in contact with myself would be to visit our website at www.cps23marketing.com, as you can see on your screen currently. We're also on all social outlets. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google+, and even YouTube. What we're going to start doing with YouTube very soon is, for those that want to learn more about social media, we're going to start doing tutorials like one day, I believe that in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have our first tutorial about how to use LinkedIn. For those who don't know it, LinkedIn is a great way to not only make contacts, but also to help you get a job. So we definitely want to start teaching that generation how to use social media the correct way.
I totally agree. And it's not just, even my generation and people in their 50s and 60s that own businesses do not utilize LinkedIn and places like that.
Definitely.
And I know how important LinkedIn is because I am a PhD student. So, to have somebody endorse you and build your credibility is essential, especially if you do want to get a better job or a job if you're a new college graduate. I think that's wonderful. Maybe you can get us that information when you start doing the YouTube videos, and we can get that out to our students also.
Sounds
because
great.
it is a very important thing. Well, is there a particular phone number or website for them to? I mean, just the one on the screen. Is there a phone number where they can?
Right now on the website, there's my email, which is chirag at cps23marketing.com, and currently it's my cell phone number. So you'll get in direct contact with me if you need any help with anything. I'm always willing to help you.
And you do location visits as well, because I know we talked about how much you enjoyed interacting with the actual business owners and the people so much. So you actually come to their location and help them and get them set up?
Definitely.
Okay.
I'm here for the clients. I'm willing to make it happen and make sure you're successful.
And that's wonderful. Well, I appreciate your time so much coming back and hanging out with us here at Chipola. It's always nice to have one of our former students back. And we definitely thank you for your attention and for watching today. And hopefully, if any of you have any special needs with marketing, you'll contact Chirag. He is a wonderful resource. And I think he's a wonderful example of what kind of student our college produces and how they get out there and how they can be successful if they have the motivation to do so. But thank you so much. And remember to always keep a fresh perspective.